Okay, we're ready to go. 35 seconds, that crept up on us a bit, Hein. Ready for game day 5 on the 4th World Championships. We've got the women's under-19s. I've got Hein here. I'm Nat Wickham. New Zealand against South Africa.
Yeah, good morning, Natalie. It's good to be back. It's the second game of the morning. I see the sun is trying to get through the clouds. It's the first, we've had 2 cloudy days in a row now, so hopefully the sun comes out. We enjoy the sun.
Yeah, that would be good. And at night time, we might even see the Southern Lights, the Aurora Australis, which I think have been hanging around, haven't they? Yeah. And they're a great light show from the reflections from Antarctica. So stay away, clouds. We want to put on a show tonight.
Oh, good. That's good to know.
So who have we got in white, Hein? I think we've got New Zealand in white and South Africa in black. So New Zealand left of screen, South Africa right.
Yeah, I can see one of our South African girls, Nina Adams, is sitting on the side today.
Do you want to swap that one?
Yeah, Nina number 3 won't be playing in this match, so I'll get the other name as soon as I can.
Oh, no, not vice captain, sorry. That's the other team.
Yeah.
What do you want to read through your team list?
Yeah, Danielle Wenzel, Lisa van Rijn, Olivia Langston, Sky Boshoff, Callista Pack captain, Keandra Langston, Helen van Rijn vice captain, Kristen Weinert, Marine Graaf, Grizaan Smith, Nicole Smith, and JD Oukamp, the coach.
Terrific. Well, we've got 30 seconds. I might be able to smash through the New Zealand girls. 2, Alicia. 3, Charlotte as vice-captain. 4, Jordan. 5, Tessa. 6, Mariek. 7, Grace. 8, Sarah. 9, Phoenix. 10, Georgia. 11, Paris. 12, Olivia. 13, Talia. And coach Letitia with captain Georgia as number 10. And we're ready to start.
Yeah, they go. We've got the buzzer gone and off they go with South Africa down at the bottom of the pool. Looks like
fast off that strike.
That was New Zealand playing white there, getting the kick-off and the advantage as they swim straight down the middle, and then they keep pushing hard against the South African defenders. And the South African defenders fortunately get the puck on their stick and swim into the far side of the pool.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just trying to get my eye in, Hein, for these coloured bathers. I think we've got blue and blue again, haven't we?
Yeah. We got like a light blue, and they've got dark light blue.
I tell you, oh, look, nice little flick round. I think we've got an infringement being called. I just, for gloving, I just called the Colombians and the Great Brits, and that was a really fantastic game, Hein. And I tell you, though, the bright yellow bathers of the Colombians are a nice colour to watch.
Yeah, they stand out, and they're one of the popular colours when the kids start swapping bathing and clothing.
Yeah, the big swap meet after the competition. That seems to be a big tradition. We all come home from these championships with jackets and bathers and T-shirts from other countries, which is really nice.
Yeah, the kids like to keep their own caps and costume. They always order extra.
Yeah. I know with 2 pairs of bathers, I usually swap my light pair, Hein. The light pair are sometimes a bit dodgy.
And they're playing on the far side of the pool, and South Africa hasn't been in New Zealand's half. There's another infringement here called against New Zealand for a stick infringement with 2 minutes gone in the game.
Yeah, the refs will be trying to call play on and play advantage as much as possible. Been a few stops and starts here, and very you have to be so quick to sub when there's a break in play, because the refs are starting the play so quickly to keep it moving. Yeah,
and this is the second time they're playing against each other, Natalie, and New Zealand obviously being the favourites in this league, and South Africa don't want to give away any of their tricks as they're defending their title, and South Africa will just try and get their formation going, and because they'll probably play on the playoffs again, these two teams. Of course
they will.
So that'll be the 3rd time they'll play against each other when they play in the playoffs.
Yeah, most of these girls will have another 4 games out of the double round robin to play, but South Africa and New Zealand are at the top of the seeding at the moment, and I can't really imagine that changing, Hein.
No, these teams are really top of the log, and if you look at the goal differences for and against, you can see they far ahead of the other teams.
So with a total of 12 games in the double round robin, I think, with only 4 to go. So they're well and truly at the pointy end of the competition. And, like you said, the second time they've come up against each other, and they want to get it right. They want to be able to set themselves up ready for the finals.
Yeah, speaking to the coach, JD, he was saying exactly the same. He's just trying to get some more information in, seeing what the New Zealanders are doing right and where we allowed them to win the first game.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's first thing in the morning in Hobart on a Tuesday morning. We've got all the teams starting to roll up to the pool. We've already got the stands are actually pretty full for this game. The New Zealanders have a huge contingent over there. Oh, and the South Africans. We've got quite a few people here supporting up in the stands.
Yeah, it's
which is
difficult
good
for
for the
South Africa,
girls.
Natalie. We've got two teams playing at the same time, so we've got to split our supporters, and
Actually,
it's
I think
difficult
there might be. Yeah, might be a few more down at the boys' game.
So South Africa playing in Court 2, South Africa playing against Colombia, they're in 23 men at the same time here. South Africa and New Zealand suss each other out in the centre of the pool with the infringement.
Yeah, with the under-23 boys, Hein, anyone that comes up against Colombia will know they're always in for a really tough and tight game. So the boys, the South African boys, I noticed you're not commentating that one. Do you think you'd be a little bit too on the edge of your seat, Hein?
Yeah, no, I would, sitting in the commentating room is difficult to concentrate on this game, but we've got South Africa defending very hard here as New Zealand coming down hard on South Africa. Unfortunately, they didn't have numbers there. They had puck possession, but they didn't have any support from the back there.
No,
looks
that's
like
all
New Zealand's actually not forcing the first few minutes here. They're just taking it very relaxed.
Getting themselves set, getting themselves composed, seeing how. I suppose it's like a little game of chess here.
Yeah.
That both teams are watching how the other teams will react.
I've been watching a few of these New Zealand games, not just under 19 girls, but they like to score early in the game. They like to get 2-3 quick goals in.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And from an Australian point of view, we always seem to, as much as we try not to, the Australians always seem to be a little bit more, I wouldn't say laid back, but a little bit more calculating at the start of the game. Personally, as a coach, as well as a player, it's nice to get that first goal in the tray.
No, definitely. You can just then relax a bit, as there's a lot of pressure on South Africa here on their substitution box. And South Africa trying to get the stick on the puck, and they're swinging it out wide. New Zealand.
Yeah, trademark cross from New Zealand. They go with players. When they cross like that, you'll notice there's someone behind, someone beside, and they keep it in that box. Nice curl, the South African looking for support, and good on her for keeping possession. She didn't try and flick it off in the corner and lose possession. She kept it, drove it, curled it, waited for support.
Yeah. And you're inclined sometimes to just flick it into the corner and then allowing the opposition just to capitalise on that. And then South Africa, you rightly said, Natalie, they swam it into the corner. Well done there to South Africa.
Now, Louis Van Ren, I think, good morning from a cold Cape Town. What's the temperature in Cape Town at the moment, Louis? I imagine it'd be fairly similar to us, where we're just that bit further south than you. Rianne LaRue, Go SA, and we've got and Liam from New Zealand, Go New Zealand Girls. And thank you, Rianne. We have got some nice clean water.
Yeah, that's Louise van Rijn. Two of her daughters are playing here, Helen and Lisa. Good morning to you. It's 2:30 in the morning in South Africa.
Well done. Nice work. And with the live streaming on YouTube, even if you don't manage to get up first thing in the morning, you can watch it any time, which is really nice. And I was looking at the stats of our viewing audience, Hein, and we've got 60% boys and males, 40% females, and most of our viewers are from the Southern Hemisphere, I think.
Interesting.
New Zealand, Argentina, Colombia, Australia seem to be on the top, and followed by the Northern Hemisphere, and I think that would have to do with the time difference.
We got a timeout called here by JD, the coach, with I think there's 7 minutes gone in the first half. It doesn't feel like it, with no goals scored yet, so obviously South Africa not allowing New Zealand to score early in this game, as they allowed them to score early in the first game they played against each other.
Really good. I think this is a perfect timeout for South Africa. Good call, Johan. They really want to score. They're obviously, and I like the way he's taken control and called this timeout, because they will get a goal after this, I'm sure.
Okay, thank you. And New Zealand, I think most of their teams are in the top 2-3 teams on each league they're playing in. So New Zealand, obviously an underwater hockey nation, very proud nation, and they want to get the title back. And South Africa don't want to allow New Zealand any gold medal in the 19 Women's League.
Yeah, I think in the under-19 men's they're third on the table, first on the under-23 men's, and first on the under-23 women's. So you're right,
amazing.
They are a force to be reckoned with, and a great junior competition. I think it's world renowned for their juniors and schools competition. So everyone listen to that. You put the time into your juniors, your under-19 teams, your under-23 teams, and it pays off.
Oh, this is a good move from New Zealand. Excellent. Unfortunately, flicking it forward, and they just couldn't pick it up and capitalise, as Helen and Callista swim it out.
Helen and
stick
Callista in
fringe
good
mere.
positions there. They
Yeah.
were not just one person coming out of the tray. They had one receiver, one defender, and that made it almost impossible for the New Zealand player.
I haven't seen New Zealand doing that in the goal area and the danger area, flicking it forward. They usually swim it and just do a small little slide either to the left or the right to the player following up. And that was a hard flick.
Time out for New Zealand.
Yeah, it looked like
Good
a time out.
call. This is definitely like a game of chess sign.
Yeah. This will allow JD to talk to his team as you see them sitting all on the side there, just getting their legs, get some air into their legs. And as I said, is this on their screen as well?
Yes.
Okay, as you see there, the names. So Africa's got
Actually, no, it might not have
12
been.
players.
That's what they're seeing over there.
That's what he's seeing there.
Okay, we're a minute.
Good.
Oh, of course. So, yes, you will see that team list there. It's just 30 seconds behind for us.
Okay.
Yeah. For them.
Yeah, that's 20 seconds to go before they start again. As both teams are now called timeouts, so now it's over to the players to play. They
Look
won't
at
have
the
any more
setup there,
timeouts.
Hein. We've got 3 New Zealanders sitting up above or in front of the puck, or 2 there. Someone sitting square of the person taking the flick. There's that box set up, and they'll keep it within that box. Straight
You'll
across.
see all 12 players are down at the bottom.
Yeah, and we've got that loose New Zealand back sitting out in the left. Terrific curl.
Excellent.
Yeah, it was a really good drive. That's a hard box to break up. And the coach of South Africa, Johan, will be looking really carefully at the vision after the game, I'm sure, and ask himself the question, how do we counteract that attack from the New Zealanders? And it's possible. Of course it's possible. And I'm sure he'll find a way.
See, what they did there was just a small little move to the left, drew 2 of our players, and then moved it to the right. So they caught us offside there. Well done to New Zealand.
So both teams have used their timeout. We've got 7 minutes to go, and it's head-to-head, 1-0 New Zealand.
Yeah, South Africa need to take the kick-off, and New Zealand are on the puck much quicker than we were, and they keep on driving it to the left side of the pool, with South Africa falling back. New Zealand's got more numbers at the bottom as they keep on moving and driving it. South Africa coming back with a hard drive here on the side, far side of the pool, and they swing it. Excellent. The New Zealand's got that puck out there.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 New Zealand's at the bottom. Again.
Yeah, hitting hard. I wouldn't have called that a nice clearing flick from the New Zealand player, but because she's got support, she tries to push through rather than go round, but because she's got that support, they tend to retain possession. And we've got a chat from Liam Watson. Knockdown was close to the 3 metres. Pretty lucky that wasn't called a penalty shot. Yeah, well spotted, Liam. And the refs are right onto it. They've got good vision. There's 3 of them in the water. And they've got a really good handle on the game. The reffing's been excellent throughout the whole tournament.
Yeah, we've got Callista playing very hard there, and Kendra with the support. Fortunately for South Africa, infringement, that puck was going straight to the goal box, and you can see Callista being very happy on that call.
Yeah, so a bit of a chance for a fresh sub. South Africa to reset. And let's see if they take it to the wall or open it up.
With 10 minutes gone, we've just defended. We haven't had the opportunity yet to attack any sense. And we've got number 2 there, Lisa, playing very hard.
And I imagine through the game, South Africa are just going to get their game plan together and start to counteract. New Zealand at the moment seem to be having more possession. It's going to be a very interesting game.
New Zealand's definitely on top of South Africa at this stage.
Well, she was caught with the puck there. And it seems that is their recipe move. That right half or halfback takes it straight across to look for the left forward. And well done, South Africa, for catching that and putting them under a lot of pressure.
New Zealand comes straight back down the middle of the pool again. As we see that New Zealand is still possession there, and we've got Callista coming from the rear here working
Terrific
very
steal.
hard.
Really tight steal.
Callista's
Great
out
curl.
of position. Number 6, as we see Helen fighting hard. Lisa's down the bottom there.
The refs will get down here and make sure there's no gloving happening on that wall. Good clearance.
Excellent.
Really good clearance. And we would expect a bit of subbing happening.
We just
Not
can't
quite.
get further than our sub-box. And every time New Zealand just absorbs and then they swing it again, as you can see here.
Yeah, another free puck called and a ref's timeout. Yeah, look, I can hear in the other court we're plugging our GoFundMe. Our target to reach 10,000. I think we're $3,000 up. If you've got a spare $1, $5, $10, please go on there, GoFundMe on our website and put some money in for all these cameras, these monitors, 6 cameras, 7 monitors, about 8 big screens, because these belong to underwater hockey, not our Australian body, but these can be used at any next World Championships or any other competitions.
Oh, wonderful. Good to know. In South Africa, they got 6 in the water against 5 here. As in one New Zealand player was, it seemed like was off the puck infringement, and I know the refs have been asked to look for off the puck infringements.
That was really smart from New Zealand then, killing it off. It might look dangerous pulling it across the front of goals, but what she saw was South Africa had 4 and 5 players on the wall there. So if she pulls it off, she knows she's only got 1 player to beat, and that was really good vision.
No, they swam very hard to the side of the pool with only 5 players in the water. On the far side of the pool there, South Africa is for the first time with 12 minutes gone in the half of New Zealand.
Another big cross, great cross. Keep that possession. It'll be interesting whether she's great curl. Really good position. I think that was, the South African player sitting behind exactly where she should have been. And the New Zealand player, rookie error, flicked it straight to her.
Number 5, Sky Boshoff, desperately trying to get her stick onto the puck. That looked like
that was a bit clumsy. Be careful to. That's
one then Danielle Bensel working hard to get.
Yeah,
space.
Nice call. Really nice call. Bit of desperation from the New Zealand player, and she's chopping just missed the puck completely, and that slows the South Africans down, and very frustrating as a player when that happens to you.
Interesting to see that we've got.
Come on, girls. Those flicks need to be more consistent. That's where, as a coach, you do need to do the drills. You've got to do the drills, get the flicking 100% good flick every time.
Well picked up by the ref there, as we saw it on the screen here. And the ref obviously not calling quickly, lying advantage, and then seeing that no advantage for South Africa and calling for the infringement. Well saw their ref.
Oh, nice little dummy to the left and then taking it to the right, looking for the space.
South Africa would like to score, playing, even if you lose, you want to have known that you've scored against a good team.
You've got to know how to break through their defence, because then when the game's over and you go away and have a debrief and chat, you can say, okay, this is how it's done. This is what you've got to do, girls. You tell people what they've got to do, not what they shouldn't be doing.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there for South Africa, Helen trying to get momentum, trying to get her fins to get her space, and causing a slight infringement there with a call against South Africa. New Zealand working it hard in the centre of the pool as they kick hard again. We've got 2-3 New Zealand players, Callista at the bottom, looking what's going on, and New Zealand still get possession as South Africa intercept.
We've got about 60 New Zealanders in the stand, Hein, watching this game. They're a bit quiet at the moment. 1-0, it's still not convincing enough for them. They're sitting there on the edge of their seats. Another close game. Just the 2 days to go before the finals, and all the teams now know that every game counts. They know where they are on the ladder, and they know what every win or loss will mean to them for the finals.
Yeah, no, this is all about position now. You want to play. You want to. Some teams obviously know that they're out and they're just playing for pride. But in this match we're watching now, they're definitely playing for position.
Yeah, Helen Van Ryn, well done, nice and strong on the wall, and pulled up. Oh dear, it looks like it's against Helen. Okay.
Elaine accepting it. Good sportsmanship there.
Yeah.
We're number 2, 8, 4, and 10. 2, Lisa, 4, Olivia, 8, Helen, and 10, Marine Graaf sitting in the sub-box.
Slightly different way of taking the free that time. She didn't cross it very effectively at all, and South Africa were able to have 2 girls on her and double team her back to the wall.
It seems like New Zealand prefer this side of the pool, even though it's a substitution side. Every time they attack hard, they attack on our substitution side. Or South Africa just opening it up and allowing them to play this side. A hard kick there. Excellent save there from New Zealand.
Yeah, she's holding it there, waiting for support, which didn't come. There was a South African on both sides, and look, that was nice double teaming.
Excellent turn there as we got.
Yeah, but where's she going to go? Look at this. The defence for South Africa are sitting very well. I like that reverse tackle in amongst the girls that are looking to attack. That's working for South Africa. And are we half time?
Yeah,
we are.
15 minutes.
How'd that happen? What's happening in the other court, Hein, with Colombia and South Africa?
Can you see the score there?
Yeah, it's 1-0 as well, and it's 1-2. Just hold on a sec. Colombia up 1-0 against South Africa. Gee, Hein.
Okay, so
You might have to go outside for some fresh
1-0
air.
down that side and 1-0 down in court one.
Oh, wow.
So both South African teams need to lift up their spirits. And South Africa, obviously, you can see the flags there. I think both flags there on the side of the pool are South African and a New Zealand flag.
What have we got here? We've got the South African mascot. The
That's
bottle
our
holder.
Sharky.
Sharky, like a Sharky. The English have the Eric the elephant. He's looking a bit deflated this morning. His trunk was hanging down.
Yeah. These South African girls have got lots of spirit, and we're all staying together. And these African under-19 girls, you can hear them singing, moving. Everything just shows they've got lots of spirit and camaraderie between them.
Yeah, now, Liam, wink back to you too. I love your comments. Yeah, bring them on.
Yeah, come on, South Africa. Thank you. I see some of the South Africans are still sleeping. It seems like I see it's snowing in Cape Town, as we need the water, as South Africa's got a severe drought in the Western Cape.
Yeah, we've got same here in Australia, actually. Coming up to spring, the farmers want to plant their spring crops, but there just hasn't been enough water this winter.
Okay. We're in the Hobart pool, and we've had some lovely support from the local Tasmanian government and the mayor, obviously blessing this whole tournament. And the opening ceremony, we had her actually attending, and we appreciate all your support and allowing us into this lovely part of the world.
Yeah, the Hobart Aquatic Centre, the Doone Kennedy Aquatic Centre, right on the fringe of the CBD, in a great position on the Queen's Domain. We've got the Botanical Gardens behind us, the Derwent River out to the left, and the CBD. I reckon a good tennis ball throw over the University Rose Gardens that you can see out there.
Yeah, walking here this morning, we walked through the campus, and I think the university is open today. I see a lot of students, which we haven't seen the whole past week. A lot of students in town, so it's good to see them, and hopefully they'll come and support this tournament as well.
Yeah, the university kind of is around the fringe of the CBD. We've got the massive main campus in Sandy Bay, and we've got another campus in the CBD as well. And it's lovely having the university, as you know, like in Stellenbosch, when you've got university students around, it brings a whole lot of vitality.
Yeah,
is there a university in Stellenbosch?
Yeah,
there was,
very well young university. University of Stellenbosch, as we call it, Marty's.
Marty's,
yeah,
like it. And it brings good sporting facilities too, because anyone knows university, the students there always heavily involved in all the different sports.
Yeah, okay, we've got a kick off here.
We don't have anyone in the sin bin yet, still, do we, Hein?
No, we've had one New Zealand girl.
Yeah, but they're all 6 in the water now.
Yeah, 6. They're full teams, fresh legs. And an early infringement here against New Zealand, and South Africa would appreciate that. They'll probably swing it to the left-hand side and then straighten it up and bring it to their wings. Let's see what South Africa will do here.
Now, we just happen to have Sean here who's been coordinating all the cameras. The cameras provided by Spot X underwater, and they're trialling these cameras just as much as we are, aren't they, Sean?
That's correct.
How are they going? How are they holding up through this comp, scene as we're into day 5?
Well, they've been in the water for about 6 days continuously, and they have not missed a beat.
Yeah, that's terrific. So you'd hope that other countries will be able to use these cameras, Sean? Is that the plan?
That's the plan. I've got the Americans over here asking about the next Elite World Comp in Quebec, and asking questions about what we're doing and how we're doing it, and whether they can learn from us.
Yeah, great. Okay, thanks very much, Sean. I know you're a busy boy. Back to the game, Hein.
Yeah, we had a lot of confidence there between two South African players as they were playing very defensively, but they were playing backwards, defending to their goal box, trusting each other and allowing the puck just to come onto them and swimming it out to the side.
And we love that kind of hockey, Hein.
Yeah.
It's good hockey to play. It's just nothing better than when you switch your brain, your mindset to, hang on, let's use the whole pool. Let's use the back line. Let's swing it round, use the momentum of the other team and switch it back into our favour.
Yeah. As you know, you don't need to play forward you don't need to move forward to attack. You can start attacking, playing to your own goal box, and then from there get the movement going. Another infringement against South Africa. A lot of pressure on our team here. South Africa substitute.
Yeah, that was a
their
very quick
players.
substitute. Well done, because they don't have much time. The refs are really trying to keep the flow of the game. The refs are meeting most nights, all during the day, to make sure they're all calling the same way, and it's really consistent. And look, we've just had the puck.
Excellent.
Oh, unsportsmanlike behaviour. 2 minutes. Looks like it might have been a high flick, perhaps. But that's
I wonder.
yeah, that's
all
not
that must have been
good for
body
New
blocking
Zealand.
or something, because that was just a very easy goal. That.
Yeah,
Let's
refs
see.
timeout. A New Zealander out for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Good for South Africa, not good for New Zealand. And I've seen quite a few calls for unsportsmanlike behaviour, and I really like that because it puts the pressure back on the players to play fair. You know, if you're getting frustrated and you're down a goal, it's not on to show your frustrations in the
Yeah,
court.
definitely. No, it's good to see the refs also just making sure that the call was appropriate and getting the player just to get allowed to breathe as well. As South Africa defending this whole second half with 3 minutes gone in the second half, and South Africa trying desperately to get possession of the puck, trying to get the game plan going with 1-0 down.
So number 4 for New Zealand is sitting out. We've got Jordan Ross.
Well, Jordan for 2 minutes, so it was very unsportsman infringement there from Jordan.
All right, so come on, South Africa. You've got to capitalise on this. There's no excuses. They'll be a little bit rattled from that call, and you've just got to get the jump on them.
Yeah, South Africa swimming hard on their strong side. South Africa enjoy playing on the left-hand wall. And as soon as we can get the puck out, in a game like this,
nice swim.
New Zealand obviously...
She's got to be careful to go for the puck first, not the glove. Good possession from New Zealand and a nice pickup. I like the way South Africa are coming square and hitting the New Zealand player before she gets a chance to curl. Really smart. I'm taking something away from that because hopefully in the next Worlds I might go for Masters.
Okay.
And New Zealand are always really tough.
Now, you picked up that infringement very well there, Natalie. As a ref, again, allowed some advantage, but obviously South Africa picking up space there, and they can't allow the advantage to go for South Africa, and calling for the infringement and allowing New Zealand the advantage back as they swim it into the right-hand corner, left-hand corner of South Africa, with New Zealand players 4-5 down there with one waiting on the outside.
Yeah, she'll be ready to hop in pretty soon and give that extra punch and push into the goal. So come on, South Africa, you've got to get it out of the corner, get it moving up the pool before that next player comes in and just adds to the pressure in their goals.
Yes, Africa lining up on the side of the wall here. 1-2 players. Looks like number 6 there, Kalista, and number 5, Sky Boshoff. Just watching the game, especially for the swing. If you can see the New Zealand players lining up here. 1, 2, 3 of them.
And Hein, tell me, have you done much reffing in your time?
Yeah,
with Honduras hockey?
That's what I like doing. You know, just giving back because we reffed in Dordrecht and then in Ega.
Oh, okay, good. Because with 4 boys playing
Yes.
elite divisions in one way or the other, through under 19 to elites, that's good that you get to see the boys doing what they love, and it's nice to be part of that. Have that family.
So you understand the frustration of the players and the pressure that is being a ref. There's a lot of pressure on a ref.
Oh, there is. In any sport. It takes a certain type of person, that's for sure. But these guys seem to be all over it, and we've just had the New Zealand player that was in the bin. I think it was, I've got
4.
Jordan. Always looks so sassy when she is binned. Thanks, Leah. Well, she's back in the water now.
Okay, Liam Watson, obviously very active and supportive of this New Zealand under-19 team. Liam Watson's one of the top elite players for New Zealand.
Yes, I think the name sounds really familiar.
Sure.
I need to see
Good
faces
save
as well
there
as
from
names.
South Africa.
Nice, well done. She stayed down there and made sure that puck was delivered well, and now taking a well-earned
That looked
break.
like Kristen Weinert, number 9. Excellent play
that's
there,
good.
Kristen.
It's very disciplined to do that. It's so easy to flick it off and think someone else is going to pick that up. But to just stay down there and hold that position stops the opposition coming back through you, makes them have to think for another line, and hopefully your other team members are covering those spots. I love that kind of discipline. It's good.
Well, a lot of pressure on South Africa, and that's why you see so many infringements against the South African team.
Looks like calling 1 minute perhaps for someone, looking for someone to pop out of the water. I wonder why.
Yeah. No, it looked like barging.
Okay. Yeah, 1 minute. Someone's got to go. Okay,
bad
we've
luck
still
to South
got
Africa.
quite a bit of time in this game. Samantha Blackham, go and have a breather. 1 minute.
No, it won't be Samantha. It'll be a South African player.
Oh, sorry. There you go.
Yeah,
you know
so,
I needed to check my team lists.
See who goes out there now. As you see, our youngest player, Olivia, number 9. No, and Olivia is number 4. Olivia Langston, one our lefty. We haven't seen a lot of Olivia in this game. Obviously, it'll be on the far side where we can't get visibility on the monitor. And unfortunately, one of our players losing her goggles, swimming out.
Oh, no.
One of our players there had to swim out frantically and allowing the game to open up for New Zealand. New Zealand capitalising and just swimming straight through underneath the South African players. Well, they deserve it. A lot of pressure there. Yeah. No, it's luckily for South Africa, it's only a 1 minute infringement. Marine Graaf sitting on the side there.
Yeah, that's better.
Marine, her brother, playing for the 19 boys team.
Now you notice I'm looking at the straps of the girls. When you just said that the mask came off of that girl, Hein, they shouldn't be coming off if they've got the webbing straps. So in underwater hockey, when you get your mask from your scuba shop or whatever, it's got a rubber strap, which is great for scuba, no good for underwater hockey. And the under-19s have a mixture of the rubber and cloth, but as they get to under-23s and elites, you'll notice they'll all change to a cloth strap, which is specifically tailored for underwater hockey, and it holds the mask really firmly to your head and your face. So very rarely does it get knocked off. It's no good if it gets knocked off in these games. You might as well get out of the water.
No, there's no way you can play without having a mask on your face. You can try your best, you can open your eyes, you can do what you want, but you will not be able to play.
And the other gear that we've got, the Naji fins, might as well do a plug for those while there's this time out, Hein. Fast and quick. A lot of the younger kids, they're good for the younger legs in the competition. I was talking to Dave Lambert and he said something really critical. Big fins aren't always faster. You've got to have the power and the muscle mass to push those for a whole competition. So the Naji fins are great, allow for good recovery, faster flutter, and they seem to be better for the younger.
Yeah, and there's very good value for money. You know, they don't seem to break either.
No, they're of single mould rubber, not like the blades that can break that are carbon fibre or fiberglass.
Very popular. Most of our players still prefer the blades, but they all have Nyada fins as backup, and they train with them.
Yeah, and if you need, just give that little break for your legs. They're great fit to put on.
South Africa can keep this puck out. Excellent play there by South Africa.
Yeah. Ref's time.
1, 2, 3
so
players.
Gloving,
Okay.
2-on-1.
Number 8.
Yeah,
Number
which you
6.
expect a right-hander coming out on that side of the goal tray. It's going to be very hard not to glove, and the refs are waiting for that. They know the left-handers, they know the right-handers, and they know what's going to happen on those walls. So who have we got? Number 6 for South
Callista
Africa?
Pack, number 6. She'll take she'll try and defend this. Very difficult, as you said yesterday. We haven't seen a lot of goals defended.
And I think we've got number 10 and 7. So we've got Georgia and Grace lining up to take the flick. What they want to do is not broadcast who's going to be taking it. Okay, so we've got the girl on the left taking big flick straight to the fins of number 6. Gee whiz, she's done a good job, but I think there might have been a body. They might have hit the body. Let's see what the ref's call is. Okay.
Well, Callista, very well done there. You kept them out for a second or two, but obviously very difficult to defend cleanly.
Yeah.
It's possible, not impossible, but very unlikely.
That's right. And there's a real skill to taking a 2-on-1. There's definite do's and definite don'ts. You don't want to flick it towards the defender's head or upper body. Too easy for them to knock down. So you go to their leg side. And you don't want to broadcast who's taking the flick either, because that helps the defender set up. So you both sit either side of the puck. You know who's going to take it. You look at how the defender sits up, you know where you're going to flick.
No, they just exactly knew where to go there. There was no doubt by the New Zealand players which way they were going to go with that puck. So they've obviously trained a lot before the tournament. Who's going to do that? So well done to New Zealand.
Okay, 3-0. It does not feel like a 3-0 game.
No,
Ryan.
it doesn't.
Where would you say most of the play has been?
No, I'd say 70% in our territory, definitely.
Yeah, yep, I'd agree.
It could even be more, Natalie. South Africa
look,
desperately
I
try.
actually agree. We haven't seen it much on the tray of the New Zealanders,
Not
have
at
we?
all. We haven't been there once. We haven't put them under any pressure, and you won't score without putting pressure on a team.
No, you can't score from defence only. You've got to score goals.
Yeah.
However, the South Africans can take away from this game that they have had a strong defence, but there's been too much pressure. It's got to break at some point, and that's why they need to get it up into their forward line and let their fasts find some space.
Yeah, South Africans are definitely. I wonder if it was a Thai chicken they had last night at the hotel, but
I hope not.
well, the meal was good, but
Okay, another
obviously
rest
not
time
working
out.
with South Africa. Got a ref time out here.
So, like we said, these girls will be having another game today, as
I
in
think they
day
will.
5.
They
Yep.
play double round robin, Natalie, so they should be playing another game.
Yeah, it's some teams have got three games today, but most have only got the 2. They got their 3 games out early in the competition.
Second time that a New Zealand player is sitting on the side there for a barging and body blocking. And that, as we said, the refs have been asked to look for a lot of infringements off the puck, and they're doing that very, very well.
Yes, South Africa are coming up against Colombia at the end of the day, 7:30 today, and that is going to be a really tough game. And New Zealand are coming up against Great Britain.
Okay, so there's some good hockey coming today for both
Yeah,
teams.
well, the score against Colombia met Great Britain this morning, and Colombia was 6, Great Britain 3. But at halftime, pretty much around halftime, it was 3-3.
Okay.
So, yeah, there's going to be some tough games this afternoon. They need to rest up in the middle of the day, eat the right food, good recovery food, and then prep for this afternoon.
I see another New Zealand player is being asked to go and sit on the side and have a breather.
Do you know what the call was for her?
It looked like a sick infringement again.
Okay, all right.
But you
so-
know, it was another movement by New Zealand, Natalie, up on the side of the pool there and flicking it forward. So they obviously got lots of faith in their speed.
Yeah, because as soon as you flick it forward, you lose possession, and that's where you risk you risk losing possession and the opposition regrouping. But like you said, they back that rolling, running on style of play.
Totally different game. They're playing a totally different game here. Watching a lot of their games, I haven't seen them flicking so frequently in a game as in this game. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's really interesting. Maybe trialling something a little bit different for this game. Getting ready for the finals.
Yes, as we see Helen van Rijn being asked to go and sit on the side of the pool there. Unfortunately for South Africa, Helen, one of our key players, we don't want her to sit on the side.
Now, Liam, you've got me watching the sub bench now. I'm curious. I think, the focus is really on the things that are happening in the water, and we sometimes forget about that the subbing fouls. It's interesting. Nothing more frustrating for a team when you get a player either thrown out for subbing or breaking on a free. It's such a losing advantage from breaking because it's such a waste.
Well, I think we had 2 New Zealand players sitting on the side, but I think one is back in the pool now, so there'll be 5, and South Africa will be 5 players with 3-0 for New Zealand in the second half in this court 1 in Hobart.
Yeah, terrific. Just looking at the teams warming up for the next lot of games, we have lots of different warm-up styles. Oh, look, I'd love to have a camera on the pool deck actually filming all the different teams' warm-up styles. Some are more entertaining than others. Some are more vocal. Some are louder. A lot of body slapping, a lot of dancing. And then you've got the teams that just heads down and do their really quiet stuff.
So Africa doing a good interception there and trying to get the puck onto the stick with the support on the left-hand side. And New Zealand not allowing any space there, unfortunately, for South Africa. Infringement against us. I saw something interesting when Turkey won one of their games. It seems like they slap each player on their head after they won. So I wonder what happens when they lose.
Oh, look, that's a boy thing. I saw them before the game. The boys, doing the old chest punch of each other and a little hug. Whoa! I like it. It's good.
New Zealand are really, really pushing hard here. If we can stop this wave, it will be good for South Africa. But New Zealand, well done to South Africa.
Yeah, great.
No
everyone's on the surface
there.
here. Just seem to be watching what's going to be called. I think they might have sensed that there was going to be an infringement because, she came out too easily with that one.
Okay,
So
well
lifting
done,
up
South
someone's
Africa.
arm from underneath by the looks of it. And South Africa keep possession, up for another drive. Can you see the way they're setting up there, Hein? I love this above the surface camera.
Yeah, you can see
see
that.
that. See it really
2-3-1,
well.
was it?
They were sitting quite wide, ready for,
Yeah, it
for
was
a
wide.
cross.
The second line was very wide.
And there is some space.
It
Nice
was a-
curl, fantastic. But again, another steal. When you curl like that in that position, it's always wise to do a couple of kicks as well backwards, just to get yourself away out of that pack. Give yourself a little bit of space, and it keeps you moving. You don't get caught flat-finned.
Yeah, Marine Graafie in the sub-box, and number 2, Lisa van Rijn, and number 10, waiting for the kick-off. And we have New Zealand going straight to the middle, then lining it up.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes to go in this second half. Nice little curl. Bottom time for the South African was excellent. She stayed and stopped that exit, blocked that exit. So New Zealand had to rethink.
A lot of infringement in this last 3-4 minutes of the game, as we see another infringement against New Zealand. The game is, as it starts to flow, we have unfortunately infringement.
Now, I don't know whether I should
Africa-
tell you this, Hein, but it's full time in the under-23 game, Colombia and South Africa, and I think it was 2-0.
Ah, okay, well done
Yeah.
to Colombia. Unfortunately
Yep.
for South Africa, in court 2, and the 23 men losing 2-0 there to Colombia. But they had a good win yesterday against Great Britain, so they're still playing Canada this afternoon. As we have 1 minute 40 seconds to go in this game here, court 1. New Zealand really on the run here.
Okay, and while we've just got a quick break in play, I'll plug our terrific, the producers of our logo. We had Lee Marie Stinson, who designed, and Poco Prince for putting it together, and the Vertex putting all our shirts together for our refs and our volunteers. So we love the logo. It's on all the merchandise. That's great.
Well, we have a New Zealand player being asked to sit in the white chair. It should actually be a red chair for all the offences made, but they make them white. So New Zealand, another player out. I think this is the 4th or the 5th player from New Zealand sitting on the side, but it makes no difference to New Zealand. They just
No.
keep on rolling. The waves just keep on coming. Well done there to New Zealand as Callista swims it to the side.
You tend to find that little bit extra when you know you're a player down, and the girls tend to tighten up a little bit and work to cover that player that's lost. And quite often you see it go in that direction after someone's been thrown out.
Yeah, it was advantage pack for South Africa on the halfway line, and New Zealand just taking it straight back to South Africa, swimming straight into the goal area. And fortunately for South Africa, they could get the goal, put the stick on the puck. And as we see again, South Africa just haven't been in this position in this
That's an
whole
interesting
game.
curl. I'd never suggest that to anyone, but it seemed to work that time. Curling it under your bottom, and you don't see where it goes. But it worked for number 7.
Sometimes it's
Yeah,
a
nice.
lack of experience, as we see Olivia with the left hand working hard there. Olivia, very, very young and small, but a dynamite player in our National League in South Africa.
35 seconds to go, Hein, and it looks like New Zealand are going to come away with a win with this one. But both teams have a lot to think about before this afternoon, because this afternoon another couple of really hard games.
They'll definitely talk to their players, because we saw a lot of infringements.
Yeah, we did, and that's waste.
Yeah, that's waste.
Really wasteful. Yeah, look, yesterday I saw the most amazing thing. It made me cry, actually, Hein. The Argentinians, after beating Australia in the under-23 boys, there were tears. There were people jumping in fully dressed. And
That was nice to experience that. I'm glad I was here.
Oh, it was just lovely. And there's some great photos on the website of the boys. I think they were tearing up as well. So it was pretty warm, fuzzy moment.
The last 10 seconds, Africa would not want to give a goal away here again.
No, look at all the bodies on the bottom. You could fit them in a hula hoop.
Number 7 there, Andrew, working very hard. Number 2, lining up Lisa van Rijn. She hasn't featured in this game, as New Zealand didn't allow us any space with full time here.
Okay, well, I might duck out on pool deck and see if I can grab a couple of these girls and find out what they felt about the game. Thanks very much, Hein.
Oh, Natalie, it's always a pleasure.
Yeah, it's all good.
Enjoy the time on the deck.
Yeah, thank you.
And thank you for all the live chats and all the best there. Goeiemorgen vir die mense in Suid-Afrika en dankie vir die ondersteuning.
Oh, nice work. Bye. Okay, here we are on pool deck. The girls are just saying thank you to the refs. The refs did a fantastic job in this game. And it looks like I've got someone coming over to have a chat. Was it Maureen? Yes. Hello, Maureen, number 10. How are you feeling after that game? Always the leading question.
Yeah, it was a tough game. I think the girls are a little tired, but I know we're going to have a good rest when we get back to the hotel and regroup and just get our minds together again.
Yeah, you play again. I think you've got another really tough game this afternoon. I think it's around, it's later in the day, so you've got time to reset. Although that game 3-0, calling that game just then against New Zealand, you girls were tough. It was in your defence a lot of the game, but you really managed to absorb that pressure. You just got to switch it around to your forwards and send them off.
Yeah. We're very good in our defence, I think, and our problem is just getting our forwards to communicate with our backs, I think. But we've been getting it together pretty well since the start of the tournament, and I think we still have a pretty good chance.
Yeah, I'd agree. You're both top of the ladder, you and New Zealand, and you're obviously the teams to beat. It'd be good to go back and watch that game on YouTube and look at the way that you can connect your backs and the forwards.
Yeah.
Okay, well look, have a good rest. Fuel up and good luck this afternoon.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Maureen. Hi there, number 7. Who have I got here?
I'm Grace.
Hi, Grace. Good that you can come over to the mic, and if you want to give a wave up to the camera up there, beautiful. Grace, it was a 3-0 win, but it was so tight.
Yeah, it was really, really tight. The South Africans put out a really good fight, and it was a really good game.
Yeah, it was. They absorbed a lot of your pressure. I think 80% of the game was in their defence. So they obviously need to switch it around and be able to penetrate. But well done for you for keeping that penetration. So wind it up. Okay, did you want to say anything to people at home?
Just shout out to Mickey, Jess and Kim, the number 1 supporters. So and everyone at home for watching. Yeah,
nice. And good luck this afternoon. You've got a tough gig this afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay, nice one.